So you might be thinking, why the hell did I like came up in here in the woods? This took like an hour to me, or actually longer than that. But regardless of that, I'm quite mad because the topic that I wanted to talk about is actually Red Dead Redemption 2. How my story that started with this game, and we pretty much ended on being uh, the topic of like this Rode Wireless ME microphone simply not pairing with the other one, so just I can't record it through here, so I don't know about the audio quality, how great you will actually hear me. But I don't want to miss out this chance because I feel like since we just came up here and we took our time and you might be also thinking, why on earth do I like wear this long coating? I wanted to like demonstrate or like cosplay a little bit like Arthur Morgan with a bit of a failure. I feel like this looks like more like the a hunter from Bloodborne or a student from Hogwarts Legacy. So you might be also asking like, where did I get this from, or like why do I have this? There's like nothing in there. Usually there are the discs in there, like when it comes to the PlayStation 4 of the game, obviously. And pretty much I have it on the PlayStation, but I barely even played there because first of all, my first experience with Red Dead Redemption 2 was through PC, so it's completely different if I just compare it to the PlayStation or even the Xbox version. I know for a fact that the Xbox version is a bit like more enhanced than the PS4 version, but regardless of that, so you all know that this game came out back in 2018, right? Pretty much I could have had snagged PlayStation 4 Pro with the RDR2 bundle on it, right? Or in it. And I could have had my ride of my life a year before, pretty much, because I bought RDR2 on the PC in 2020 of January. Don't get me wrong, it was still a great time to just start the game. But I guess, like, when I did not really knew about this game actually at all. I did not knew about Red Dead Redemption 1, which is actually the sequel of this actually. So this is a prequel to the game that is actually older than this. I mean, what did I even say? The game that came out in 2010, the 2010 Red Dead Redemption, is actually a sequel to this thing came out in 2018. I don't know if this makes sense, but we tried. So roughly I finished the game around 2020 of March, and that was pretty much the COVID era, and it was a fun time. Like, it was undescribably good times. And do you know what I felt afterwards? Emptiness. If you watch a really good show that you think you can find a dozen of shows that might be related to the one that you really enjoyed, right? Well, that's not usually most of the time the case. Most of the time, it's actually the opposite way. You find something that you really love, and there's like barely something that you can find. So what I did, I played through RDR2 in 2020, and a month later, I was pretty much searching for the sequel of it, which is Red Dead Redemption 1, the 2010 version. And I was like making decisions if like, should I get an Xbox One or Xbox One X, because that is the enhanced version that received enhancement via the backwards via Xbox backwards compatibility, and the Xbox 360 didn't really had that, right? Because it was an outdated console by the time. But it was the time when I knew that the new Xbox series are gonna come out. What happened is that I was like searching for deals, and I found a deal on the Xbox 360 for €50 or $50 with like, I think like 20 games, and they are like not bad games, I gotta tell you that. So I got myself that Xbox, and actually it contained two controllers. One of them had like this issue on the backside that the battery constantly pretty much came out from its place, but the other one was a completely fully working controller, and I think it was also a newer one, so it was great. Honestly, I played and the moment I got it, I bought RDR1. Actually, I made a mistake. I should have bought it not through the Xbox store, Xbox 360 store. I should have bought it like in a physical drive, since this Xbox 360 still had a working physical drive. The only issue with it was that I had to use a screwdriver in order to, like, every time when I wanted to, like, open it up, because it had a bit of a hiccup in there, but it was fine. It was working. It was reading the disc. I was able to play the games, the other ones. And what I want to say is that oftentimes we all want the newest and latest consoles, and the thing is that old games had like a lot more passion to put in them, and a lot more work, a lot more creativity. Like, don't get me wrong, there are certain new games that have the same amount of work or even more in there, but like lately the newly released games are just, like, let's put out something so that people are gonna buy for $100 or euros, and we just want to sell something so that we can make money, even if the game is like that came out from 20 years ago is miles better than the one that came out in 2024 or 2025. I hope this year the gaming industry will be not as bad as last year, but we never know, and as time, it will always tell. See you on the next one.